Okie dokie, guys, let's try our second one. This is the problem that we're going to do. I kind of changed some of the settings to see how and what, if it does work. Okay, there we go. So, you know how I like to have my different color pens, and that just wasn't working for me. Although, I don't think I have the right settings on my smart book for that. Man alive. All right, well, let's just do this problem, and then I'll go fix it and fiddle around with it and see if I can get it to where it needs to be. Oh, this has been super fun. So here we go. We're going to do, yeah, oh, there we go. Perfect. No, that's not what I want. Where's my colors? I have to go back and think about all that. Man, all right. Anyway, I'm wasting your time. Sorry about that. So what we're going to do is, again, look at the fact that we have log base 3 for both of those. Now, we don't have it on the right side, but that's okay, because we can take care of that. We also have a plus in between the two logarithms, which means we are going to end up multiplying those two things. So I'm going to write this as a single logarithm on the left, log base 3. And then the two items that I have there, it's going to be an x plus 6, whoops, that's a terrible parentheses, times an x. Okay, and that is going to equal just a plain old 3. Okay, now you have some options here. You can think like we did with the last problem where you say, oh, I'm going to drop a 3 over here in the lower left corner, and that's fine, but you got to remember whatever you do on the left side of your equation, you have to do on the right side of your equation. So you drop a 3 over on the left-hand corner here as well. And that's great, that's wonderful, that works out, and what ends up happening is this side's going to cancel out, and the right side is going to basically be 3 to the third power. Okay. The other thing that you can do is you can think of the left, right, center method. Okay. You can think of the left, right, center method. Let me grab a different color pen. We are going to do left, right, that whole thing right there is going to go for the right, and then center. And so when I write this, and I know it's kind of tough with the fact that we've got, 3's showing up on both sides, but I'm going to put a 3 on the left. I'm going to put the x plus 6 times x on the right, and then I'm going to do a 3 in the center. Now you got to remember, we're going from logarithm to exponent, so that 3 in the center should be up here. I apologize for the crazy colors right now. You know how I am about color coding things, and it's, ooh, I guarantee you it's driving me nuts more than it's driving you nuts. So anyway, either one works. They're both legitimate ways to look at it. Left, right, center is kind of easier to remember for some people. But then again, you can just kind of think of it as inverses and like I said, drop that 3 in the lower left-hand corner. At any rate, you now have a nice, well, you're going to end up with a quadratic equation, but still it's just an algebraic equation, no more logarithms, no more, nothing you have to worry about. So 3 cubed is 27. So I'm writing 27. And then I'm going to distribute my x across. So I have x squared plus 6x. I'm going to subtract 27 from both sides. So I'm going to have x squared, ooh, sorry. I'm going to have 0, there we go. 0 equals x squared plus 6x minus 27. Okay, oh, I don't like the way that extended that page. That's okay, we can handle it. So now I need to ask myself for two numbers that when I multiply them, I get negative 27. And when I add them, I get this positive 6 right here. If you're, thinking along with me, you're going to do a positive 9 and a negative 3. And because we have a 1 in front of our x squared, we can actually just go straight to our nice little shortcut. So 0 equals x, what did I say? Positive 9 and negative 3. Negative 3 and x plus 3. So x minus 3 and x plus 9, I should say. And of course, I have two things that I'm multiplying together to get 0. So I need to split those two things up and set them each equal to 0. So x minus 3 equals a 0, and x plus 9 equals a 0. So over here, I'm going to get an x equals a 3. I hope that this is still showing up. And then an x equals a negative 9. And again, we have those two answers, and that's fine, but we need to double check that negative. We have that issue with this negative 9 right here, and I have to go back up to my original equation. Now, if I put the negative 9 here, negative 9 plus 6, that's going to give me a negative 3. I can't do that. And then even if I put it over here, I can't do that. Okay, I can't take the logarithm of negative 9. So this, of course, we do the big red X, and there's our answer. So x equals 3 as that keeps changing. And of course, my pens are not in the right spot, so I have to move those around. Okay, so there's that one. I'm going to go, again, fiddle with a little of the settings, maybe fix it, and I'll put a couple more out there. Okay? Hope this one helps.